Okay, so funny thing, I was looking at this a little bit earlier. Uh, apparently, the last time I uploaded, when it was the I believe, right, the episode 10 of Noragami Arigato, I was actually wearing the exact shirt that I am wearing right now. Would you look at that? I am wearing the exact same shirt I was wearing that time, and that was over 2 weeks ago. And I'm back 2 weeks later to do a reaction for a different series, and I am wearing the exact same shirt. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but either way, we're back with some more Eden Zero, which is very exciting. Where we left off last time. Where we left off last time, I can't speak. We were getting in some fights, round two with Drakken Joe and the Element 4, I believe it was. And where we left off, I can't remember. Were we still in the middle of the fight with Homura and Sylph? That was one of the last things I remember, but granted, that might have just been because I was just like, I was using my channel as like, which chapter did I leave off? Because I wanted to confirm that before I go clicking on chapters that I haven't seen yet and accidentally get spoiled with the first page or something. But that's the main thing where we left off, and if I'm not mistaken, there was something going on with Lobelia? Right. Okay, so there's something going on with Lobelia because she's actually what's her face, Amira, a somethinera, and she was disguised as Lobelia, and that's something I should have realized because Lobelia wasn't hurt. But anyway, that's kind of where we left off. So I'm really interested to see where this goes next because galactic government bodies are getting involved theoretically. I mean, she might not even, like, it could be one of those cases where it's like you're going in but we maintain full like deniability or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense here because it's going against Drakken Joe, who technically that's his own city or nation or whatever you want to call it, or whatever it is called. What's it call it, Belial Gore. So who knows how the politics actually work. I'm actually kind of interested to see if they go in depth in that in the future. But there's a whole lot of things that could be going down, so I'm not even going to talk anymore about it. I'm just going to get started. Here we got in the first page. First thing that my eye is drawn to, of course, is it's just goddamn, like, it doesn't surprise me reading Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, or don't please don't toy with me, Miss Nagatoro, that Nanashi used to make hentai books, we'll call them, because that's what they are, back in the day before he started with Nagatoro. It surprises me that Hiro Mashima didn't used to do that sort of thing, or doesn't, like, on the down low, you know? He should just do some official ones, that's all I'm saying. People would buy it. It's good shit. Pino's analysis. Also, chapter 93, that's what we're on. Witch regret. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the first time we've seen Witch's full name, which is interesting. Witch regret. Witch regret what? So it's Valkyrie Homura, Sister Ivory, Witch regret, and I don't remember if we ever got Hermit's full name. I might be wrong, but it doesn't seem like there's any naming scheme in that regard, except for, you know, Valkyrie, Witch, and Hermit, and Sister. That's sort of got a through line connecting them to, but the second part of their names, they seem to not have a theme, which is interesting. I wonder if that's ever going to come up or if it's just like a small detail. Ether Shield, Element Ether, likes Eden Zero, dislikes Intruder. What? Oh yeah, fuck. I completely forgot about that. When she was first introduced, Shiki was telling her to like bark like a dog or something like that. Dog impersonation, 1 star. Fair enough. I don't remember exactly what happened. I just remember that it did happen. One of the Demon King's 4 shining stars, a sorceress type android, also known as the Shield of Eden. She normally keeps her face covered and is very kind and gentle, but when someone threatens the Eden Zero, she can be cold and ruthless. Just how I like them. There it is. The GIA. Every time I say GIA, I have to like double check it to make sure I'm not insane, because GIA sounds insane. It's like a weird name for something, you know. I'll help you out. All right. Facial recognition failed. Detecting change in mass. Yep, there it is. Long time no see. Long time no see. They've never met you. Only me, the reader, and everybody else, the reader, have met you. Oh, right. Homoda's the only one that knows me. That's right. That really fucked me up back then on the video game arc. I forget what the fucking planet was called. But when that whole thing fucked me up, because up until I was convinced up until the real Homoda actually showed up. Fake Homoda, what are you doing here? Where's Labilia? What happened to the real Labilia? Now, calm down, everyone. But here's... Okay, so... Unless I'm stupid. Where the fuck was she? Where the fuck was she when, What's her name? Is she gonna tell us her name? Amira, that's right. Okay, so... Where the fuck was Amira the first time we went to fight Drakken Joe? I don't recall seeing her. Maybe it's one of those sneaky things Mashima did where she was kind of in the background and you didn't notice her. Because where the fuck was she the first time? I don't remember seeing her. Because her being here now, disguised as Labilia, implies that she was there the last loop. But I just don't remember seeing her. And I'm excited for people in the comments to be like, actually, she was there. And then I'll have to, like, cross-reference. I'm not going back to look at it now. Because I would not be surprised. The fact that it took me so long to realize DJ Zombie was Drakken Joe. I would not be surprised if this one got past me, too. The fact that I've shown you my face means, like, I trust you, right? Oh, Lord. So I'd appreciate it if you trusted me back. I'll even explain everything, okay? Ooh, more lore, more exposition. I'm excited for exposition, all right? People criticize, like, exposition dumps, but if it's interesting, I'm down for it. Also, I like the doing a little bit of that kind of accent. It means, like, I trust you, right? Like, she's supposed to be, like, a professional, like, operative. I'm Amira, and I'm on a certain mission that has me going after Drakken. Everything that happened on Digitalis is part of that mission. Digitalis, that's right. But you tricked us. It wasn't personal, I just needed to get into Digitalis. Besides, I wouldn't have killed you unless you outed me. So you would kill us if we did out you. Let's just chalk it up to the life of a spy, right? Where is Labilia? She's safe. Okay. I use that club as my base for collecting information. What the Alright. I'm just gonna let her explain. Because I'm confused. Unless you're telling me the Labilia that we saw last loop was Amira, and she had to keep up the act of being beaten, keep up the act of being Labilia through torture. Maybe that's part of her mission parameters or something, that she'd go around with it. Then about a week ago, a girl named Labilia was brought to the ship as prisoner. Figured it was my chance to go deeper, so I rescued her and took her place. What? I'm just as confused. Did have to undergo torture training for this line of work after all. Believe it or not, I'm actually very nice. Okay, so torture training makes sense, like spies and shit. Makes sense, operatives. I outlined the situation for Labilia and sent her to the club to hide. I banned her from the net and social media until my mission was over. That was a real terrifying thing for her. She couldn't go on. What the fuck would the Twitter equivalent be of in this universe? Because YouTube is BCube. I'm not even gonna try to think of it. Okay. Okay, after that, after what became of my well, fucking, I'm blind as shit. Okay. After what became of my kimono, I came in search of a place where I might change garments, but then I sensed a human presence. I suppose you failed to escape. I don't remember this happening at all. This didn't act, okay. We didn't see this during the first, I'm going insane. I'm like, it's not even intentional, but I'm like being gaslit into forgetting this happened, if it did happen in the first loop. And I'm just going to assume it didn't happen in the first loop. It did, but we didn't see it. What's going on here? First I get captured, then someone rescues me, but she's all, you can't come out of hiding. Are you perchance Labilia? I hate this, but fine, but an autograph will cost you 100,000 glee. And remember, if anyone finds I'm out here, perhaps you'd best stop shouting. But what would Labilia be doing here? According to Rebecca's memories, she was being held captive in Drakken's building. Oh, I'm okay. Okay, I'm an idiot. So this is happening. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not even I'm taking too much time with this bullshit. I get it. I understand what's happening now. Okay. I get it now. According to Rebecca's memory, she was being held captive in Drakken's building, and then I became the prisoner myself. You take some serious risks. Well, you know, like, they say Drakken doesn't kill people, and honestly, I figured it was my best chance to get close to him. Because if I can just get close to him, I can use my mirror face ability to change myself into Drakken. I can copy people's abilities, but I can't copy people's abilities, but I can gain their memories and their thoughts. Interesting. So you're saying you want Drakken's memories? Specifically his weakness. I see that panel next to this one. I saw it at the corner of my eye. Find it and bring it back to my organization. Organization? Let's table that question for now. That's like one of those memes where it's like, don't you think, like, camera angles in anime are weird? What are you talking about? Like, if you just took that panel and edited those in, you know what? I'm gonna open that in a new tab, and I might do that. Thanks to all of you, I know how to defeat Drakken. I could just go back now, but since you're talking about beating him, I kind of wanted to hop on the bandwagon. So what? Okay. Now you know how to beat him. So you got his memories? I feel like there's people like at home or wherever watching this and like screaming internally that I'm like I'm not very smart about this. I was literally doing the same thing before. I was watching Soviet Wombo play Outer Wilds, and there's so many times where I'm screaming internally about when he like comes up with these crackpot theories that make no sense. They kind of make sense with the info that he has, but the fact that he holds on to them for so long despite contradictory evidence is what really got me. Oh, that Shiki face. You really don't trust me. Okay, listen, I'm really sorry about last time. I only tricked you because I had to for my mission. Let's start over. Better. Let's be friends. You said the magic words. That's all it took for Shiki. Homelander's memories told me that this one has a weakness for the word friend. She's gonna have us like a sad backstory or something. You mentioned that you know how to defeat him? First, can you show me the way to this life support device? Do you seriously intend to fight Drakken? Moscow. I swear, it's gonna be easier to identify Amira by her ass than it is gonna be to her face. Huh? What the fuck is happening? Okay, we're under attack now. We're sinking. What is this stuff? Analyzing components. It's a type of tar. Gliatar. I changed the floor into Gliatar. Who the fuck is this? Alright, predictions. Who is this? I don't know, man. Wait, no. Drakken Joe, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. See, I was quicker on the draw this time. Not like with DJ Zombie. It's just... for some reason I was going to say Master Noah, but then I realized, wait a minute, who changes things? Him. You're right. And right as we were about to find out his weakness. Typical. How could I not find you with all this ether in one place? Ether, yeah, right. It's like, oh, she's like, oh, just PTSD. Oh, I'm like smiling and like, that's really traumatic for her. That's really sad. I wonder how this scene's going to play out whenever season 2 comes out. Season 2 will get this far, obviously. How fucking long is Belial Gore, by the way? I don't know why I swore there. I'm not like mad about it. But that reminds me, like the end of the last episode of season 1 of the anime, I was told to skip that ending credit scene because it had spoilers in it. When can I actually go back and watch that? It won't mean anything, but I'm just kind of curious. Anyway, fucking what was I about to say? Traumatizing. That's really sad. And right typical that we were about to just about to find his weakness, and then he interrupts. No. Fuck. Oh, I am like, I can feel my eyes starting to well up a little bit just from seeing Rebecca, how traumatized she is because of this. I'd rather dispose of you all right here, but I don't have the time, so I'll just be taking her. Oh, you know. There it is. The fucking gravity. Also, glia tar is what he called it, I believe. Is it like eating through? Is it like acidic? What the fuck is happening? In the tar, it fell. Hell yeah, brother. You gotta know who you're fighting against. You fool. Now we're all gonna fall to the lower floor. Not with my gravity. You take care of Rebecca. I'll take care of him. You're gonna trigger her PTSD even more by fighting on her alone. Also, this fucking wise face. This is serious, man. Get a more detailed face, please. Oh. There's nothing to be scared of. Your friends are all right here. I know you're here, but that's the problem. You were there last time and you got killed. Okay. Okay. Fuck, what was it called last time? The one, like, the other form that Drakken Joe used. It was like Ether Overdrive or something like that, where it was like, oh, Jin and Shiki have Ether Overdrive, and then fucking Drakken Joe was like, no, you don't. That's not what that is. And he like styled on them. That's probably gonna happen again because who knows what kind of like training or whatever you need to do Ether Overdrive. If that's even the right name, you know what I'm talking about. God damn, little brat. I don't have time to babysit. Oh. Okay, he activated his ether markings and then grabbed his, like, I don't know, what is that, throat? He grabbed his cheeks and pulled them in. Never mind. Oh, the execution site. We're back here again. Oh, Lord. It's like a singularity where it always converges on this one point, like Terminator. Guess this is where I killed you in the last world, too. Well, in this world, I'm going to make sure no one makes Rebecca cry. How the... Never mind. Alright, 94. Sister Ivory. Healing Ether. Heal Atomizer. Likes torture, not surprised. Dislikes things that can't be held. Talk about things being held. She always keep that motherfucking thing on her. Why is her gun so much more detailed than her, like, some of her clothes? That's really funny. No, I still love her and her design. I'm just like, you know, whatever. She may be a scary lady with a foul mouth, but she's also a healer model android who fixes everyone's wounds and injuries. She's one of the Demon King's 4 shining stars and is always, according to her, showing affection to her Mr. Moscow. Her phone's lock screen is a picture of Miss Rebecca. She is very, like, sadistic, too. Like, I like how they downplay it. She may be a scary lady with a foul mouth. She's terrifying, but that's part of the appeal, you know? Shiki versus Drakken. Oh, very straightforward. Hurry, we gotta go after Shiki. Yeah. Wait, let's just let him keep Drakken busy. We need to get to that life support device. But then Master Might, he's tough, isn't he? Yeah, but that doesn't mean he can... Dude. Okay, so she doesn't really know. Well, she totally does know, because wasn't she there when they were discussing Rebecca's memories? Shiki fucking died. Like, he can be tough, but a gunshot to the head did him in. What is with you? Don't people trust your own crewmate? First of all, thank you, Moscow. I like this Moscow. He's very funny. I like him. I like him. You're starting to weigh on my nerves. Typically you're starting to get on my nerves, but I mean that's close enough. Also, I can't escape Among Us. I can't. We're going to need all of us to beat Drakken. He's after Rebecca, so we need to keep her, like, far away from him, right? So we need to keep her, like, far away from him, right? We'll need Wise and Pino to tinker with the device. You're going to take us there. Right? And Happy will be Rebecca's bodyguard. What role do I get to play? I guess you go around saying Moscow or whatever to liven up the place. Oh... What a bitch. Moscow is literally my favorite character in the entire series. How could you say that? I'm still waiting for the day, or the chapter, rather, that Moscow does something really cool. Because he's basically just been comedic relief this whole time. Except for he wasn't introduced. He was, like, on the enemy's side. Back when he was first introduced on Gilst. But After that, he's just been kind of comic relief, and he's got the don't push button. What does that do? We're waiting for it. I'm never saying Moskoy again. Whatever, let's go. You know what? I would be just like him if I were in that situation. Okay. Okay. Now here's the real round 2 that matters. Is this fight. Oh. Come on, Shiki. He was telegraphing that from a mile away. You just took that. He turned his fist into some kind of metal. Yeah, his chain changed to iron. He just destroyed the fuck out of you. Was he doing that thing where he's like dragging on the ground to like be more badass or something when he punches you? Okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay. So that's smart, Shiki. He gets hit with an iron fist, a literal iron fist, and he's like, okay, getting in too close is going to be difficult because I can't dodge for shit. I just ran in and let him hit me. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to run away and fire projectiles at him. That's smart. He's a dumbass, but he's a genius at the same time. I didn't know a gravity ether gear could do that. It's kind of like, how do you not? Ultimate Maggie Mech attack, gravity comment. Oh man, all this gravity stuff. I recently caught up to the One Punch Man manga. There's some insane fights there too, but I won't compare them too much. Yusuke Murata's just like in a league of his own in terms of art. He blocked it. What the fuck is that? My ether gear changes the property of matter. I can even take the rubble you just... Did he turn it into fucking pure light? Okay. Explosives. Okay, that makes sense. That would be something if he could turn things into just, like, light. I don't know how that affects, like... What is it? The law of conservation of energy or mass or whatever? But you know what? Space fantasy. Okay. The floor 2, of course. Of course, ignition floor. Fucking hell, he just turned into Yoshikage Kira. Just turns everything he touches into bombs. Oh, I hope they use the Killer Queen explosion sound effect when this gets animated. Oh right, you can fly. No, I fell into the ceiling. Shiki's not. Now is not the time for these sort of pedantic like arguments. Okay, okay. Jesus. He's just changing everything now. Thunderwall. So he can't turn. Because that's lightning is just like... Oh, that's not... It's not energy at its purest form, but it's really just like energy. Moving at like high speeds. It's like lots of energy. So he can just like... He can turn... That's insane. Oh. That should logically not work, but... Space fantasy. It's badass. It's rule of cool, alright? Fell under the ceiling. Oh, you're definitely going to fall all the way to... Oh. Cheesy as hell, but I love it. Give me a second. I'm getting a call. All right, where was I? Right. Okay. I like it. It's cheesy as hell, but I like it. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. It's a cheesy line, but I like it. I've forgotten I was using an app to change my garments. I was dangerously close to changing one of those indecent costumes, but I think I may like to try one. There she goes, speaking her thoughts again. So on one hand, I would like these outfits on Homona. On the other hand, overall, I like this kind of outfit for her better. Maybe like in an extra page, like an extra sketch. Anyway. Excuse me, I didn't take time to, like, breathe. It's gonna be interesting to see the dynamics between Homura and Lobelia, because I wouldn't say they're, like, polar opposites, but they're very different kinds of, like, people. You know what I mean? Homura is a very, like, kind person, and Lobelia's, Lobelia, more like, la bitch. I don't care for her. Like, I'm not opposed. I'm not so hateful or like spiteful that I would be fine with her dying and being tortured and shit, but I don't particularly like her either. Like, after we save her, we're going our separate ways, and I won't go out of my way to save you the next time type deal if you get in trouble again. What are you talking to yourself about? Creepy. Fuck you. That's what I was just saying. Shut the hell up. How long are you gonna stay here? Do not know the answer to that, but our ship is in the plaza. I have contacted them and asked them to shelter you. Who are you, anyway? A friend of Rebecca's. She came here to save you. Yeah, bitch. You gotta get your ass saved by a person you're constantly mocking. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't know what the hell Labilia is supposed to have over Rebecca. We've never actually seen any of their videos, and Rebecca is just, like, objectively more attractive. I'm not even just talking about the Kazongas. I'm talking of, like, her... She's just, like, generally adorable. Plus, her personality is awesome. Just... What do you mean? Why would Rebecca... Wait, where are you going? She's flabbergasted. To meet up with my companions, for I wield my sword in defense of my friends. And you don't have friends, Labilia. Yeah, bitch. Okay, so Sylph did lose last time. Drakken is going to absorb me. Brother. Help me, brother. Emotion detected. Fatal error. Emotion suppression protocol failure. She gets to have emotions now. Nice. And now Jin is going to join us because Drakken's going to threaten his sister, and that's all Jin really cared about, is his sister. It's going to be a good time. Ooh, look at this. This fancy contraption. More importantly. Anyway. So this is the life support device, eh? He's used this to live such a long life? That's not all. There's a secret behind this device that you'll never believe. Uh-oh. Wind? Where is it coming from? Moscow. But we beat Sylph. Unless it's Jin. This wind. It cuts like knives. Okay, there it is. There's Jin. I am Jin, assistant to clean of the element 4. Now is not the time, Jin. I will eliminate all who trespass here. Fuck, he looks cool though. Never mind. I was just gonna talk about Genos and cyborgs and shit again. Jin? That's him. I don't think he was dressed like that last time. That's all you have to say? Mr. Jin, it's massively good to see you again. Moscow? Mr. Jin, we don't have to wrestle against each other. In fact, the person you've been looking for is... No! Leave Moscow alone. Friend of sisters. Friend of sisters imposter. You make me ill. Also, I wonder... how much, like, modifications can... Wise make to other to androids. I don't know if this has been answered before in the manga, so feel free, unless it's a spoiler, feel free to answer me in the comments. No, you're making a hefty mistake. Oh, but I'm not pushing it. What? What? Just listen, okay? Forget about Moscow for now. You started to weigh on my nerves. He's just... Oh, I can't wait to find out Moscow's actually the strongest character in the entire series once he presses that button. With how everybody is, like, starting to, like, annoy him with bullshit. Like, the fact that first of all, he's saying that Jin is making a mistake, even though it's a comedic face, he's reaching for the button while saying that. But then he is voluntarily saying he's not pushing it. At least, to my memory, in the series so far, he's always tried to push it, but it's always been somebody else telling him not to. I don't recall any other times where he's, like, willingly, like... choosing to not push it, you know what I mean? Please remind me if there is. I never mind. Chapter 95, Hermit Milan. Okay, there we go. We got a full name now. I was looking for that. I don't know what the fucking connections between those names are. Unless it's a spoiler, maybe tell me. If there is one at all, maybe there isn't. It's fine with me. Just curious. Program hacking, master code, clothes, video games. It dislikes humans, but not anymore. It's only select humans. Attack, defense, marksmanship, ether power, intelligence, tsundere. I don't know. I put that at 5 stars. Like, even though it's definitely like a serious emotional thing, she was very tsundere to Shiki when they first met. Oh, she's got like a dress behind her. But what are you hiding it for? Put it on. She's the heart and mind of Edens. She once hated humans for the cruel things they did to her, but thanks to my master and his friends, she learned how to smile again. She even loves fashion and has even made clothes for me. Something I'm curious about is at some point, Pino's analysis can't do Pino's analysis for for allies forever, because eventually they'll run out of people, and like it would not be worth doing like a Pino's analysis on what's her name, the glasses girl that's friends with Rebecca back on Blue Garden, Clarice or something like that. Clarissa. Unless Clarissa or say like Labilia become more important in the future and become like more like a part of the main cast and actually do stuff, it wouldn't be worth it to do them. At some point, I think it would be interesting to see what Pino's analysis is of the enemies are, like, because especially because these things up here are more like objective, you know. But I've always like, these are fun little like paragraphs that are Pino's like opinion of them. You know what I mean? So it would kind of funny maybe to get direct opinions on certain like enemy characters from Pino, like opinion pieces. Like Laguna or Jin, she might be more like, oh, they're not so bad, even though they're scary. Or even did she already do one on Sibir? I can't fucking remember now. I'm like so sad that I don't remember. But it'd be, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. Drakken Joe's, hers would be interesting because it would probably be like really, she'd be really mad about it because he sucks, because he's an asshole. Chris Rutherford, why the fuck is that his real? Is that okay? So that's either Jin's real name or Drakken Joe's real name. I'm gonna guess Jin. I don't know. That's we have nothing to discuss. I will carry out my mission. That is all. Fine, we'll just have to beat you in a listening mood. Into a listening mood. Arsenal, hell yeah. Best guy, Arsenal. Happy. Aye, sir. Hold your horses, everyone. Looks like you're in charge of guarding this place. But do you even know what this device is for? No, nor do I care. Apparently that is the device that maintains Drakken's youth. What my employer does is none of my concern. Don't be so sure about that, Jin. There we go with Amira's ass again. God, damn. No, Jin's not your name. It's a codename referring to a Windspirit. Okay, so it's Chris Rutherford. Why the fuck does he have my first name? Except spelled differently. Also Chris from Deltarune. Brother to Clean of the Element 4. Where did you get that? It's the GIA. We spy on everyone. Finding out everything about Drakken's organization is my job. Now let me get to the point. We know without a doubt that this device is what's keeping Drakken young. But the question is, where does he get the energy to do that? Is it from absorbing people? I don't know if I had this realization before, but I am detecting an abnormal ether from it. Sibir, did you build this too? I don't have that kind of skill. This thing has been around since back when we were all on Norma. True. This device powers itself by absorbing the life force of the people living around it. Okay, so that's why he lives, not just for making money on Belial Gore, but also stealing people's life force. Here, that means the people living on Belial Gore. Before that, it was Gilst, and before that, Norma. Countless people have had their lives taken from them to add to Drakken's life force. Sorry, it's like, I can feel my throat starting to go. So I start fucking up my words. Me too? God damn. That is terrifying to think of. That you're slowly, not even that you're slowly losing your life, because we're all slowly like losing our life force. Like that's like the march of time. Slowly you start dying, you know what I mean? But the fact that, like, at least from this perspective of that, it's directly increasing the lifespan of somebody as reprehensible as Drakken Joe, like, that's terrifying. Like, if we were to find out your life force was being directly drained and given to some of the shittiest people that live right now, like really shitty politicians, or like really shitty like billionaires who are like who don't give a shit about human rights or whatever, it's like, wouldn't that be terrible? You're directly making them immortal. Fucking hell. And how many, and you have to wonder, now that this is being brought up in universe, you have to wonder how many people that have lived on Belial Gore have died premature deaths because of this. Like, have died sooner than they should have because, and like, okay, so maybe I just need to keep reading so I know exactly how this functions, but in my head, it's just like, it's siphoning things out of them, and then at some point when they run out of life force, like, it can happen, like, okay, observing the life force around people, is that just, like, aging? Or is like life force separate? Like you have a certain amount of it and then it goes away. Like isn't like there's like a thing in real life where there's like it's in your DNA, I think, and there's ends to it, and your cells can keep reproducing for a certain amount of time, and when those things run out, then they stop like reproducing. I don't know if that's the right term, and that's eventually when you die of old age, when your cells like stop being able to like heal themselves essentially, and then they stop and then they die and then you die. Is it like that where he's stealing that? Is in that way he's stealing something similar to that from the people? Because in that way that can result in a lot of horrible things happening. Like like I don't remember, were there cars? Somebody dies in the middle of driving a car and kills a whole bunch of other people. And like, is there an age limit? I'm fucking talking at it. I've just indulged me. I might just be proven wrong in like 2 seconds if I just keep reading. But if it is what I think it is there a entry bar, so to speak, where you have to be this amount of years old before your life force starts getting sucked away? Or do they have enough where it doesn't like or because it could also be that there's so many people living on Belial Gore that it doesn't make a really noticeable impact on the people living there. You know what I mean? Because he only has to take like less than 1% from each person or something like that. But back to what I was saying before. Is there a certain age before you start getting your life force stolen? Because if not, they're like babies that are born with like low constitution that are able to live, to adulthood, even if they have a low constitution, and they're like, they have, I guess, low life force would be what we're calling it. But if they were put in here, they would mortality rate would be higher for that sort of thing. If there are children that are born in here, there's a lot of assumptions going into this. I don't know exactly how it works, but the people here on Belial Gore have no idea that a little of their life force is being taken from them every day. So it is a little bit. By this machine. Is there any fairy tale characters in the background? Because apparently a couple other times Mashima put fairy tale characters in the background. By this machine, and the energy he's using to keep Drakken Joe alive. I like it. Just like having her ass peeking out a little bit. No, that's absurd. The Element 4 are no exception. Clean's life force is being stolen too by Drakken. I wonder, even if it's a little bit, how much does that affect the individual? And is it affecting us right now as we're on it? Wait, so what happens to someone their life force has been drained over a long period of time? A shorter lifespan. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I've heard that the unlucky ones die. Wise? Oh my god, is Wise pissed? Is he pissed? Uh-oh. Where are you going? Oh! I really want to know where Wise is going. Wise is one of my favorite characters in this series so far. Wise, what's wrong? Then tell me I'm going after him. You guys handle things here. Is he that mad? Moscow Mule? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. I don't know why he's saying. Is Wise that upset by it that he's gonna go and like start like crying to the public, like crying to the public, like shouting to the public, like, hey, you gotta get the fuck out of here, you're gonna die. We need him to remodel the machine. Can we not just stop the device? There'd be like no point. We have to put it in reverse. We're going to give people their life force back and make Drakken weaker. Okay, smart. And we need Wise to do that. So what got into him? I'm genuinely curious too. I can't think of what else it would be that like has him that fucked up. Message from Miss Hermit. I heard everything. It's not just a major change of programming. I might be able to manage it from here. Okay. Oh, the girl from Digitalis. But first I need you to destroy the security device. Why the fuck is Moscow so buff over there? What the hell? He's usually, yeah, he's got a big belt. Did he push it? Did he push the fucking button? He's like going for it, and now he's like cross-armed buff as shit. What the hell? Am I crazy? Destroy that blue terminal over there. It's jamming my signal. I can't hack in. I could use my EMP. No, that's a dumb idea. We don't want to shut down the whole system. Physical force, please. But none of us are strong enough to... Oh, okay, never mind. It's just... What the fuck is with this... That whatever. Moscow can't do it. Okay, then Jin, or should I say Chris, you're up. Okay, I'm Sister Ivory. You've been looking for me, the real one. I'll save clean, I promise, so help us out. Okay? I can't betray my employer. It's not always about the money, Jin. It's about saving your sister, and sometimes you have to give up the money for saving your sister. However, I swore I would always protect Clean. Let's go! He's finally in our team now. Or at least, he's not part of the Eden Zero team yet. He's a part of the anti-Drakken Joe team, which is, there's a lot of overlap, but it's still not exactly one and the same. Even if it costs me my life, the ultimate price. Alright, I'm in. So he's just gonna start dying in the he's gonna become a shriveled up old man in the middle of fighting Shiki. I might feel bad for him if that does happen. You got guts, I'll give you that. I can't believe you're still standing. You hurt my friends, so I'm gonna beat you here and now and protect them all. What happened to Shiki saying he would be friends with Drakken Joe? That's hilarious. I hope that cannot happen. Drakken Joe has to die. Some nobody kid from nowhere thinks he can beat Drakken of the Oración Seis Galactica? That's a funny joke. You should meet my grandpa. Laugh all you want, but I'm serious. I know I can do it. Oh, it's like that like ether marks are like coming off his body. He's got the horns again. Oh, your ether energy is rising. Alright. So Eden Zero Pocket Galaxy came out. That's the mobile gacha game. When's the full console game coming out? I want to play that too. There could be some sick ass combat if they do it right. Looks like you're about one step away from Overdrive. That's okay, one's called Overdrive. I see you're a nobody kid from nowhere, but if you're the key to unlocking Cat, you must have some worth. It's 'cause we're Nakama. And also we're probably gonna fuck by the end of the series. Actually, scratch that. After the series is over, because there's no way they would do that. There's no way they would do that before the end of the series, and then there's no way they would show it at the end of the series. You know what I mean? Wink. Maybe maybe keeping you alive would not be in my best interests. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Hell yeah, you talk your shit, Shiki. Get a good look. This is an ether gear reaching its critical point. This is Overdrive. Oh, oh shit. It's such a simple but cool design. My body's turning to stone. Oh, fuck. Oh! Oh! Huh. What? Hold on a second. What are you doing here? Who? Is that Wise? I can't tell. I just want to, like... I'm just, like, thinking... So he's able to turn even organic matter, like humans. He can change them. But was he able to do that before Overdrive? Is it something he can only do when an Overdrive? And it also is Shiki's hand stuck like that now? It's got to be Wise. Oh, what? Okay, motherfucker. You're not gonna hit me with like an 11th hour twist, motherfucker. Literally, okay. Hold on a second. I don't. What do you mean, Wise? I don't remember this plot point. This has got to be new, right? Without spoiling me, I don't remember this being brought up before. So you're the one that killed the person who meant the most to me. What? Who? Literally who? I don't know. God damn it. It's the end of the chapter too. I'm so excited to see Arsenal again. He's fucking amazing. And that's why, okay, so that's why Wise was freaking out. I don't know who the fuck he means by that. So you're the one who killed you killed the person who meant the most to me. Should I stop speculating on who it is, or like trying to look back into my memory if this person ever got brought up before? Because I don't remember this. I don't remember this. I don't fucking remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember. Bonus pages I present to you. Hello. Very nice. Spot the difference. There are 10 differences on this page compared to page 132. See if you can find them. Man, that's not even in this chapter. Where's 132? That's like multiple chapters ago. Fucking, all right, which volume is this? Am I really going to play this? because I'd have to whip it. I would have to grab it. I'd have to go grab it. Ugh, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm assuming Shiki's goggles are missing. That's not who was in the background there. I'm pretty sure it was Moscow. Her face is probably different. Friends, okay, I trust you. Was their dialogue different here? I don't remember. Their tongue wasn't sticking out. I remember that. Pino's shirt didn't look like that. There was no bandage on her butt. Sivir didn't have an afro. And I don't remember Moscow's face looking like that. Could be wrong. Element 4 character designs. Laguna, let's go. Tears, I'm going to make you cry. You want to cry? I can make you cry. That's not what you look. Okay, so were these like the... What were these? The initial designs? What the fuck? I don't remember. The Laguna looks the same, but that's... These don't look right. Whatever. They're kind of funny looking. Rejected pinup idea. It's always the great ones that get rejected. Unused idea for the Weekly Shonen Magazine 2020 issue 29 pinup series. Fucking 2020. This chapter was two years old. Goddamn. Sounds about right. It's like even if it's every week, it would only be 52 chapters a week. I mean a year. This reminds me of the one rejected cover art or whatever it was from Attack on Titan, where it was like it's like Mikasa and her like workout gear, like laying on the bed, kind of like that. Not like that. Not like on the screen. She's like laying on her side and propping her head up with her hand. Okay, afterward. The afterward corner. I've been doing it since my debut, so I've written a total of more than 100. It started because I was under the mistaken impression that a compiled graphic novel always has an afterword, and that I just couldn't stop. And now here we are. I love it when authors have afterwords at the end of any of their books, because it just gives you like an insight into who they are and like how they like think about certain things. And it's always interesting. But it might be restricted to just like things that I actually like reading, because I enjoy reading the I've only read the first two like Sword Art Online novels, and I've read 1.5 of the Sword Art Online progressive novels, but I always like take time to like read through like the afterwards at the end of them. They're really interesting and like give like interesting insights into Reki Kawahara's like mindset. You know what I mean? So it's same thing with like some of the JoJo volumes. It's just hearing about what Hirohiko Araki is like thinking is really interesting. It's really fascinating to me. But anyway, I'm actually pretty terrible at writing essays, not that I hate it, and it's extremely laughable that someone like me would try to convey anything with words. Fuck you, you're awesome, Hiro Mashima. But I'm pretty sure these are going to continue. Fucking good, dude. Stop like downplaying yourself. You're awesome. Chapter 87, I wanted to... brief commentary on individual chapters. Chapter 87, I wanted to draw the 4 shining stars in their battle dress. Looked amazing from what I remember. I like the designs quite a bit. I do too. And I used them again for the cover of this volume. 89, Hermit's first battle scene, so I tried to figure out how Hermit would fight, and this is how it turned out. I like her style of fighting, because it's not in the same way as everyone else fighting, you know? It's trying to outwit the opponent using like technology and shit instead of Shiki just beating the shit out of them with gravity. Stuff like the scene where she created hologram Herman is really SF, don't you think? And I know I've said it a billion times, but the series is not science fiction SF. It's space fantasy SF. 92. I drew this chapter because I wanted a scene where Homura identifies herself as a member of the Shining Stars. I think that her strategy against Sylph's attacks was kind of sloppy, but this chapter is more about feelings than plot. I don't know. If it's good feelings, well, not necessarily good feelings, but like if it's affecting you emotionally with those feelings, then it's fine to like push logic and shit aside for a little bit, you know what I mean? This is one chapter where Moscow is utterly adorable, ? He's an extremely useful character, and he always comes in handy when I want to throw in a little gag. Really, I just want to have him say Moscow. I won't ever. But I do actually put some thought into his placement in the scene. I like to think I've come up with all possible variations, but when I actually place him in the scene, a new variation will come up. I feel like he still has a lot of funny visuals to give. I love his different faces. They're always fun. The Belial arc is reaching its climax, and this chapter takes us a long way towards the battle against Drakken. What happened in Weiss's past? I hope you'll stay tuned and find out in the next volume. That reminds me, the name of Weiss's arsenal's special moves have something in common. He actually uses parts of names of the dragons that show up in my last series, Fairy Tail. Anyway, I hope to see you next time. That's fascinating. That's actually interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you. I will be interested into actually trying Fairy Tail one of these days. Probably won't be for a long time though, because I've got so much. It's like I'm fucking working part-time, and then like class is gonna start again in the fall. It'll be a little while on top of all the other series I'm reacting to. Anyway, whatever. that was the whole video. Those were great chapters. I'm really excited to go forward with this series. Like, in a way, it's kind of not terrible that I'm like slow with these. Like Gintama and like Noragami and Banana Fish, it's like, oh, and Arakawa, it's like, oh, you're taking forever to get to the end. It's like, it's all there, like it's not going anywhere. So but it would make sense to finish them sooner rather than later for like other people's sake, you know what I mean? But with Eden Zero, it kind of makes sense to be a little bit slower with it because it's still ongoing, and catching up would be annoying. It's not like catching up with the anime where they adapt, or like on average like around 3 chapters per episode, so 1 week is, 3 chapters of the content. If I ever catch up to fucking Eden Zero, it's a week between 1 chapter, which is just kind of suck, but who knows what the future will hold, you know what I mean? I was thinking maybe I would make this video longer than other ones, or like record another thing, but like my throat is starting to fucking go. I gotta stop for today. But if you watch all this point, thank you so very much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit notification bell so you don't miss a single upload in the future. Thank you once again for watching. Peace.